Hey, good day. This is your hillbilly historian coming to you from the hills of East Tennessee and Appalachia, where common sense, rules, honesty, integrity, people being good to each other, not that left wing crap Democrat Party communism. That DSA is something else. But anyway, today I want to ask you a question. What do you think an American is? You can comment in the comment section. But I'll tell you what I think an American is, a real American. A real American is somebody who will fight for their independence. And we fought for our independence back in the 1770s. We did again in the 1860s. And we lost in the 1860s, but the people who won fought for what they thought was a great idea, the Union of States. And they wanted to hold it together and keep it together, which wasn't a bad idea, because it resulted in the greatest nation on earth. But anyway, what is an American? I'll tell you what an American is. An American is somebody that drives a pickup truck with an American flag flying up over the cab and a Confederate flag painted on the back tailgate. There's a good American, and he has a few empty beer cans in that pickup truck back side. And he has a big old flop-eared dog riding up there with him. And he has a rifle on a rack in the back window of his cab of that pickup truck. There's an American for you. I'll tell you what, China invades Florida. Rednecks are going to pull guns out of their basement, out of their bedrooms, out of their man caves, and they're going to shoot them damn Chinese to pieces within minutes. And they're going to sit and celebrate by drinking Bud Light, Coors Light, and other favorite drinks, especially tequila and Jack Daniels. And 3 hours later, the Marines show up, and the rednecks, the great Americans, will invite them to their party to celebrate the demise of the Chinese army. That's what an American is. A man who hunts, fishes, knows how to put wild game on the table if need be, and they also know how to talk common sense. They treat each other with dignity and honesty and integrity. They don't classify you as black, yellow, brown, red. If you're a beer drinking American, it don't matter what your damn color is. And an American who sees opportunity in the United States takes advantage of it. Take, for instance, this guy from South Africa, Elon Musk. He sees opportunity and he's taking full advantage of it. No other country in the world could you have become a trillionaire. And America has more millionaires than any other country in the world. In fact, they have more billionaires than all the countries of Europe combined. It's amazing how wealthy people get here in the United States from hard work and putting their shoulders to the wheel. That's what a real American is. A real American is somebody who stands up for the American flag, wouldn't burn one for nothing, but they'd kick the shit out of anybody they caught burning one. I'll tell you what, these DSA, Democrat Socialists of America, they're nothing but pure communists. And believe me, communism and socialism does nothing for your country. It has failed in every country it's ever been tried. the liberal, stupid Democrats in this country try to praise Cuba and their great breakthroughs in health care and education. That's bullshit. They ain't doing anything down there in Cuba. Most Cubans try to come across the Caribbean to Florida. And we have some great Cuban people in this country, like Marco Rubio, our Secretary of State. These are great Americans. People who come here know what this country is all about and stand up for it and behind it. And I'll tell you what, we've had a lot of great Americans who laid down their life for the rest of us to make this country what it is today. The greatest place in the world for you to work hard and make something out of yourself. It is absolutely, unbelievably fabulous to be an American. But anyway, that's what I believe an American is. A hound dog loving, beer drinking, pickup truck driving man who has backbone and balls, who stands up for his country. That is a great American. These sleaze bags driving around looking to steal something, flash mobs, people like that, carjackers. Best place for them is the cemetery. Put them all in the cemetery. To hell with them. We don't want them to be part of our country. These maggots, they don't want to work. They want to steal. They want to take drugs and make drugs and sell drugs and all that bad shit. The only place they belong is in the cemetery. If you're un-American, you belong in the cemetery. If you're anti-American, you belong in the cemetery. But buddy, let me tell you, some of the greatest Americans in this country are your truck drivers. Men with CDLs in their pockets. There's your great American. I'll tell you what, a man who can work the highways 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week, 80 hours a week, it's absolutely, because everything in this country is delivered eventually by a truck. And truck drivers are the glue that holds this country together. And most of them have American flags on their trucks. They are loyal Americans, hard-working, loyal Americans with their shoulders to the wheel. I've never seen a truck driver I didn't like. And I've never seen a truck driver that didn't like Hoffa. Remember Jimmy Hoffa? Yeah, the mob got rid of him. And every one of those mobsters are in the cemetery now. And a lot of them were put in prison. Because Jimmy Hoffa was one of the greatest Americans of all time. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing wrong with the union. When the union stands behind the workers they're supposed to stand behind, but if that union is run by the mob and all they're interested in is your dues for them to enrich themselves and their casinos, then those people belong in a cemetery. Blow them up, shoot them, put them in a cemetery. But people like Jimmy Hoffa, who put money in the pockets of truck drivers, that's the real man, the real honest American. He loaned money to the mob, but he was going to make them pay it back, and that's why they got rid of him. They didn't want to pay the money back. They didn't want to pay their debt. But every one of them people are in a cemetery now. Thank God. They belong there. And hopefully in the swampy part of the cemetery where the worms eat them up quickly. But anyway, that's what an American is. A real man with integrity, honesty, knows what justice is, knows what the American way is. To work hard, earn a lot of money, make your family live a good life. But anyway, this is your hillbilly historian expressing his opinion on what is an American. And it's not that hard to understand. Love you hunters, you fishermen, you truck drivers. Keep it up. Have a good day.